In the world of competitive sports, it's rare to see athletes sitting still, moving only their fingers.
207's Beth McAvoy shows us a sport growing in popularity in Maine and around the world where mental concentration is king.
Want to name our 3D shapes?
In between teaching her fourth grade students geometry and English,
she's the best teacher in the world.
Mrs. Grieves likes to mix it up a little bit. Her students all know that besides teaching, what Miss Grieves loves most is being a pilot.
It's like a plane, but it has like plastic on it.
And have propellers.
Yeah, can't forget to fly.
A drone pilot, that is.
She likes drones a lot.
She's really good at flying drones.
More specifically, she likes to race them.
They're fast.
They sometimes scare me when they fly around my head.
I think that they're awesome. They can
fly and do flips and stuff like that.
Mrs. Grieves goes by her maiden name, Ryan Lessard, when competing. When she isn't in the classroom, she's usually here. From the comfort of a lawn chair or a couch, Ryan practices flying through the obstacle course in her backyard.
Before drones, I was really into video games.
She may look like she's comfortably playing a video game, but in fact, she's piloting a drone that can fly 90 miles an hour, maneuvering obstacles with precision.
Flying drones just gives you a perspective of the world that you can't get in any other way. Your feet are planted and you're able to fly over water, rivers, ocean, at high speeds through race gates. So you really just get to experience the world differently, and it's such an adrenaline rush to do it.
Through her goggles, Ryan sees what the drone sees.
Ryan is incredibly smooth on the sticks. She can consistently hit these elements, and her flow and her ability to hold those lines has really made her one of the best.
Matthew Grieves is not just an admiring husband, he introduced his wife to drones and races himself.
She's been faster than me for some time. Sometimes I get close, but if I get ahead of her in the middle of a race, she makes a point to make sure she beats me.
Drones like this can't be bought at the store. When her flights are grounded, usually because her batteries are dead, Ryan serves as both the pilot and the mechanic, building, repairing, and even programming all her many drones.
We have a motto in drone racing, or in drones in general: build, fly, crash, repeat. So we're always pushing ourselves to the limits, and you're going to crash or midair, and you're going to break components and have to fix your drone all the time.
You wouldn't be familiar with her pilot name,
Mako Reactra.
but it's a name most people in the world of competitive drone racing now know.
When we go to races now, sometimes people will ask for her autograph.
Ryan Lessard is one of the finest pilots in the country and maybe around the world.
David Roberts has spearheaded the effort to get drone racing into the mainstream. What makes her so good?
There has to be a certain level of intelligence, being able to understand and process. There has to be an amount of time dedicated to learning how to build the aircraft, time dedicated to flying and practicing and flying more. It's one of those, like so many other things, you have to practice a heck of a lot. And she's been doing that for several years.
And I definitely have sacrificed a lot, like anyone who plays a sport and at this level. You know, you dedicate a lot of time.
In July, Ryan will represent the United States at the World Games.
This will be drone racing's first World Games.
32 pilots from 24 different countries will compete. What sets these games apart?
34 sports that are not contested in the Olympics. And each one of them are now going to be previewed by the International Olympic Committee for consideration in the Olympics.
For Ryan, the sport has opened doors she's never dreamed about, and she wants to share it with others.
I'd love to see more women fly. There's so few of us, and I want to show them, that young girls and women both, that it's not just a sport for boys and men.
It's unlikely that drone racing will become an Olympic sport anytime soon, but regardless, Ryan's just thrilled to be flying.
I'm nervous, but I'm really excited because I know a lot of people don't know about drone racing, and it's really going to push the hobby forward.
So Ryan is sponsored by several drone companies. She doesn't get money, but she does get free gear, not a bad perk. She and her husband organize races in Maine and New England, and as a teacher, Ryan is passionate about teaching kids about drones. She really just wants to see the sport grow.
Terrific piece, but
Yeah.
I wanted to see some crashes.
Oh my God.
I really did.
I thought about that the entire time, and if I was in control, I would probably just start panicking. I wouldn't know what to do.